Olivia. I'm back again with another video. Today I thought that I would show you some empties of mine that I've been collecting over the last several months. Something else that I'm really passionate about is as non-toxic of beauty products as I can get that I feel still make an impact and do something for me. I love skincare, I love makeup, and so I researched really hard to try to ensure that what I'm putting on my skin is beneficial and healthy for me. There are cleaner options out there than some of the things that I am bringing up. These are products that I have felt that actually do something for me and my skin. I am also always in the market for new suggestions and new products. So if you have any that you want to recommend, I will try those out too. I'm gonna start with one that we're gonna see a lot of. This is Agent Nature. I have been buying from her, from Jenna. It's actually probably been close to 2 years. The Holi water is my most favorite product. This is a hyaluronic pearl and rose toner. I have to just say, like, when you think toner in your head, you probably think like tightening on the bad spectrum, stripping, tingling. This is a product that is in its own category. I mean, it goes on and it feels almost, it's a liquid, but it goes on and it feels almost gel-like. And you do see a significant tone difference. Your skin does look tighter, but it doesn't feel tighter, if that makes any sense. Your skin's not being like sucked dry. This is my holy grail product of anything. I mean, even if I'm out of other skincare steps, I can't be out of holy water. It's been fantastic, and I mix the holy water with her Holy C as my vitamin C. These two together are just, the effects are fantastic. It's amazing. I have used other vitamin C products. I'm not super exclusive, but this is so far my favorite. So using them together is great. The Holy C is a powder and it's a shelf stable form of vitamin C. Most vitamin Cs that you're gonna find are going to be, actually, I don't even know of any other powdered, like dry form vitamin Cs. They've always been in a liquid of some sort. They're all glass containers. They're so beautiful. The packaging is just so chic. I just put a little dime size amount in my hand, probably less than that, less than a dime. It's like a pea size amount. And then I spritz, for me, 4 squirts of the holy water after I've cleansed on my face, let it not completely dry, and then I will put a serum or moisturizer on top. But those two are just, they're the most amazing, fantastic ever. And I save these bottles and I use them for single stem flowers to decorate in my bathroom and my bedroom with. It's so pretty. Like I said, it's made out of glass. It's great stuff. Something else that I've used up, the Malu Protecting Day Cream SPF 30 from Honua Skincare. It's a Hawaiian skincare line. They have put a lot of thought into this, making it reef safe, making it safe for your skin. I did like this. I have not, my animals are wild today. I don't know if you see them all over the back of the video. I have not found a day SPF that I love yet. I have very sensitive, acne prone, dry and dehydrated skin. Isn't that a lovely combo? Certain products, almost all SPFs, do give me some sort of like, it's not big cystic acne, but kind of like the texture, like just under the surface. They're like whiteheads, but not pus whiteheads. That's a disgusting word. I was sitting there trying to think of something else and nothing else came to my mind. This one's nice. It's a tiny bit drying. I find that if I am exfoliating and moisturizing correctly, this can be really lovely for me. And I remember the smell being really nice. This is white and I probably just got all over my nose. The pump, in these glass bottles, it's always gonna be hard to get the last little bit of your product out, no matter what the skincare is. I remember I liked this also because you don't just have to do a full pump, you could do a half pump, which I appreciate because I don't always need a pump or 2 full pumps for my skin. This was really nice. I would repurchase this. I actually took this to Cancun with me a few years ago when I went with my girlfriend. I am super, super pasty and pale and white and prone to burning anyway. I've been trying to get on top of my nutrition about that. My face, where I used this, was my least burned part of my body, if that makes a difference for anybody. It's really nice. It smells really nice. Okay, I used this up a while ago. I've been really working on getting through it because I didn't want to wait. I hate wasting products. I really hate wasting products, and I don't personally know anybody that has my skin type that has my values with skincare, or I would just kind of be giving it to family or friends. So I really worked through getting through this. Acure is definitely a budget skincare line in the sense that you can find it in Targets. That doesn't mean that it's cheap, because clean and non-toxic skincare of any sort is going to be on the premium scale, but you can find this at the drugstore. This was their Seriously Smoothing Solid Serum. And I have to say, solid serum is a pretty good explanation for the texture of this. It looked like a gel that had been hardened, and as soon as you put your finger in it and you rubbed it together, it emulsified, and it was really nice and slick. It says that it had blue tansy and black currant in it. It was for normal to sensitive skin. I remember this smelling pretty fresh and nice. I would definitely suggest this line if you really can't afford anything that's more expensive. There is better stuff out there as far as being non-toxic. This actually smells so nice, non-toxic and clean. But I'm not super mad at this line. This is also in a glass jar. I would look into this one. I have found I really love this brand. This is a sample, and if you can believe the size of this sample, it's nuts. This is from the brand Culina. This is their chamomile face mask with kaolin clay, chamomile, and calendula. Am I saying kaolin wrong? Kaolin. I've never heard it said aloud. So anyway, it was literally white clay, chamomile, and calendula are the only ingredients in here. I definitely have combination skin, super dry, very dehydrated, and then this is typically where I get like my cystic acne. This entire, like, here's my finger for reference. This entire thing was full. When I got this in, when I ordered a sample, I was shocked. This also lasted me a really long time. It smelled really earthy, herby from the calendula and the chamomile. This, what I did, I would put this on my drier spots and on any breakouts, and it did a good job of drying out my skin without stripping my skin, if that makes any sense, in the areas that I needed help there. I have other products from them that I'm still using. When I use them up, I'll put those also in an Empties video. I would highly suggest checking them out. They also have a very good, they're very well priced. That's what I meant to say. All right, another product that I eyed for a very long time because it's very, very pricey. The African Botanics Fleur d'Afrique Intensive Recovery Oil. This was described as a luxury, clean beauty retinol product. It smells like elegance going on your face. I don't have the notes on here. It was on the main box packaging of it. I saw this because this organic girl was raving about it a few years ago. I saved up for it. I knew they were gonna have some sort of a sale around Black Friday or Christmas, and it was my one thing that I was like, okay, I just have to see. It really did feel superb going on your skin. And even though its main purpose wasn't to moisturize or to hydrate, it really, really did. It was really wonderful. I didn't see any retinol effects, unfortunately. And for that reason alone, I'm not going to repurchase it because I can buy other products that are moisturizing and hydrating for those purposes. I wouldn't just buy this for that, when the whole reason and part of the reason of why it is premium is because it was supposed to be for a different use, and I didn't see that out of it. So I won't be repurchasing, but not because I didn't like it and not because it did anything bad to me. Simply, I can find other serums that are in a better price point for me that would do what I would be getting this for. Next, this is probably a brand that you've seen a lot of. It is the True Botanicals brand. I'm not a fan of everything that they carry, all of their line. They are pretty clean. There's other options that are cleaner. I loved this Moisture Lock Overnight Mask. I just used this as a moisturizer. So in the wintertime, I would serum and then put this on at night. And it really did lock in the moisture that I was trying to keep in there for nighttime. It has the smell doesn't stand out as botanical or floral or anything like that. It's kind of just like a fresh scent. And it's white and thick and creamy. It did not break me out. When I paired it with a serum, it worked really, really well. If you have normal skin and you're not overly dry or dehydrated, I would still check this out. I was gonna scratch at my lip with my bottom teeth like a savage, and then I realized at the last second I have lipstick on and I don't want lipstick on my teeth. That's what that awful face was. I just wanted to say. I would still check this out, even if you have normal skin, because it really didn't add a ton of moisture, but it really locked in what I did underneath it to add the moisture in. All right, this is RMS's Uncover Up in 000. That is the whitest of white, their lightest shade. It really is pretty light. I have that shade on under my eyes right now. It is a neutral shade. I wouldn't say it's pinky or yellow, which is why I like it, because I have a very neutral skin tone. This is great. You can sheer it out or you can build upon it to make it a little thicker and a little bit more opaque. If I'm super moisturized, I can get away with using this as some sort of a foundation with a sponge and just really lightly going all over. And then under my eyes, I use it every day with my finger to pat and pack it in there. I love this. I'll keep buying this all of the time. This is a fantastic pot concealer. This is oh my gosh, it's so hairy, you guys. I have animals and the dust and the hair clings to everything, even though it's been in a cabinet. Okay, this is the Leilani Mahina Evening Replenishing Elixir. This was also really beautiful. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. It smells like a lemon bar, like vanilla and lemon mixed, like a treat going on your skin. This was not quite hydrating enough for me as a serum on its own. It did work during the day as a day serum. At night, when I really try to pack on the moisture so that this forehead and this nose can soak some stuff up that is really needy, I would use it. I would still use this if you have normal or dry skin. Personally, I'm just saying, as someone that has severely dehydrated and dry skin, you might need to combine this with something else depending on your skincare routine, what else you're using. But it smelled lovely. She has really clean products. She has a bunch of other products that I use and love. You've probably seen her around if you're in this clean beauty community at all, or clean skincare community at all. She's one of the OGs and she makes really beautiful stuff. This was a sample I got when I bought a bunch of stuff from one of the stores. It's the Tata Harper Hydrating Floral Mask. Not a fan. And when they say floral mask, it smells like a grandma from the 40s in a container, personally. I thought it was way too strong. I do love a good scent. I can't with this. It was way too much. Right on, like around my, it just was too much. And it wasn't overly moisturizing either. It wasn't hydrating, I didn't think. If you can get past the scent and you have like, I would even say oily to normal skin, this might be a good night moisturizer for you. But if you have issues whatsoever with dehydration, I would probably just skip. Love this brand. This is the Laurel Antioxidant Serum Vibrancy Revival. This has been one of my favorites for a nighttime and a daytime serum. She uses just like the cleanest oil and plant extracts ever. This is also luxury on your skin. I've loved her serums. Oh, what else have I tried from her? I've tried masks and that sort of thing. I do love them, but this is something that I would continue to buy over and over. I have tried her other serums too, and they're great. This is one that I've used up and I would suggest. This came with a pump or a squeeze. I can't remember. This is the Lilfox Prickly Pear Illuminating Tourmaline Infused Beauty Nectar. This was a really pretty, fantastic smelling serum. This did work really well for me. I loved it. It says lovely for all skin types, especially dull, dry, mature, oily, and congested. If you have oily skin, I would not shy away from oils because perhaps your body is overcompensating for actually being drier and is trying to produce more oils to make up for that. I really love this. It has prickly pear, pomegranate seed, jasmine, sandalwood, and I remember getting notes of all of those when I used this. So I would buy this again. I'm kind of like a serum junkie. I like to try different things because I just have skin that needs a lot. But I liked this when I did use it. Okay, here's another example of a vitamin C serum that I used. This is the Free and True Bright Side. It's their vitamin C serum. This smelled really good and it wasn't super, super thick and it went on so like almost cooling. It was really pretty. And it says that it has 2 stable solubles of vitamin C. This is a liquid. I thought that this was okay. I would probably repurchase it. I definitely, this is a vitamin C serum and it does say like, but one of the things that vitamin C does do is just help the integrity of your skin in general, which if you have healthy skin, you're probably not gonna have super, super dehydrated, dry skin. I really don't think that this was meant to be just the serum or moisturizer that you use. If you need moisture or hydration, I would absolutely pair this with something afterwards. But I would buy this again as a vitamin C serum, yeah. The Seaweed Bath Co. Firming Detox Cream with green coffee bean extract with nutrient-rich seaweed for the appearance of softer, firmer looking skin. This is another budget cleaner products. I would still go on the back and read through everything and make sure, just because you have bought one product from one line doesn't mean that all the products in that line are going to have ingredients that you are fans of. I didn't mind this one. This I used around my neck and my chest for hydration and it smelled pretty good. You can find this at Target. I don't know if there's probably other drugstores that you can find this line at. I haven't used anything else from their line. I've just used this, but I've used the bar soap before and I also liked that. This was nice. I probably wouldn't repurchase it just because there's other things that I can buy to use multi-purpose, but I'm not mad at this product. On top of being a serum junkie, I am also a mascara junkie. And I think that a lot of people could jump in that camp with me. This was the Hynt Beauty mascara in Nocturne Black, or is it their Nocturne mascara? This was like a natural bristle brush, which I like. The very hard, spiky synthetic brushes are not my favorite. One, because I'm not super concerned with lengthening and I really love volume, and these ones have really given it to me. I do remember this one being pretty wet. Would I buy it again? Yeah, I mean, I wasn't mad at it. It did start flaking sooner than other ones I have bought, but maybe I just have really dry lashes, which could be a thing because I do have dry scalp, dry hair. So I would repurchase it though. It wasn't awful. And for a clean mascara, it works pretty well. Okay, this is the Hynt Beauty Bioactive Marine Complex Skin Prep Silicone-Free Serum. I would use this. I used it up. This says to use before your SPF. I can't remember if I was using it like that. I probably was. Maybe after my SPF. Maybe it was interchangeable for me. I don't remember. I do remember that I could not get half pumps with this, so I had to like full pump, and I typically needed 2 for my skin. I didn't see a huge difference. It's silicone free. It was somewhat smoothing if I was gonna wear skin makeup like foundation or concealer all over, which I typically don't. It did kind of add like a dewy youthfulness look to my skin though, and especially when I used it with an SPF, which can be kind of drying. I don't think that I dried out super bad with this. This is pricey. I would probably rebuy it. I'm not in the market to rebuy it right now, but I would purchase it again. Okay. Okay. I'm a little, I don't want to say ashamed or embarrassed. I was reading, before she said it was just olive oil, I was reading a couple years ago this article that they were interviewing J-Lo about her skin. I mean, say whatever you want about the woman, her skin is amazing, right? She mentioned that this was a serum that she used at night before bed. I was like, okay, well, I have to look it up. So I did. It smells so good. I don't know how to pronounce the name. So I'm going to just put it here. It's the Saphir Concentrate Anti-Aging Face Oil. This had pretty clean ingredients when I looked it up, which is what made me buy it. I wouldn't have bought it just because she used it if it didn't have clean ingredients. I was into it. Let me just say, what this came with, which really made me upset. It wasn't the most expensive serum I've ever bought, but I mean, I think it was over $100. So, I mean, it was expensive. This was not open like this. It had a flat top, and then it had one of those tiny, think essential oil. Think an essential oil bottle, the tiny little hole in the center, and I had to go like this, and oh my gosh, there's still a drop in it. Oh, it smells so good. I had to shake it, and I couldn't do it anymore. So I popped the top off, and I used an empty, I'm pretty sure it was this Leilani one. I used an empty serum container, dumped it in there so that I could have a pump, because I'm like, this is a waste, and I'm mad at it, and I don't want to use it, and I don't want to wait, but I had to use it up. I didn't see a huge difference compared to other serums I had used for hydration or moisture, but it smelled nice. It soaked in super fast, and it did not sit on my skin at all. So if you have oilier to normal skin, you might really benefit from this more than I did. I don't know if they've reformulated. This has actually been one that I bought quite a while ago, and it kind of took me a while to use it up. I don't know if they've reformulated since, but when I bought it, it was pretty clean, and I think it was like 120-ish for it. And if I was using it solely, like this was the only serum I was using, it would probably last me a while. One, because you couldn't get more than a drop or two out before you wanted to put on the lid and get on with your routine. But also, I didn't feel like I needed to keep adding to it. So that was nice. I don't know if you guys want to see stuff for kids that I use up, like hygiene stuff that I use for my kids. Maybe you do, especially if you came here because you saw my homeschool curriculum. But I apply the same ethics and morals to things that I buy for my family and my kids. I used this Jack and Jill natural toothpaste, strawberry with calendula, fluoride free. This had pretty clean ingredients. It sudsed a little bit, not like in a bad way. It wasn't just rubbing paste all over, and it sudsed a little bit, which was nice. It cleans your teeth, but there was no more benefit to it, I guess. And I've since found other hygiene products for my kids that have more benefit to it that I'm going to invest in. But I thought that this was an okay one, and my kids like the flavor. If you guys want to see more hygiene stuff or kid products, child products, let me know. I could definitely do a video on that. I actually have quite a bit more to get through, and I don't want to make this video incredibly long. I kind of wanted to just use this video as like a diving board so that when I start explaining other things that I use or that we do around the house, non-toxic wise, that this would kind of give you an idea of some of the products that I use and how I approach this sort of thing. I might grab a couple more makeup items because I have talked a lot about skincare. I'll grab a couple more makeup items and then maybe save the rest of the empties for another video when I also use up a couple more things that I'm almost at the end for. That's on my vanity right now. I'm gonna do another concealer and another mascara. There's lots out there on the market, and these are my opinions on two really popular ones. The Lolo mascara. This is the black one. I'm pretty sure this is like their very original, their voluminizing one. This is, if I'm in a mascara slump, I always go back to the Lolo one. It has a natural bristle brush, which I love. It definitely is volumizing, and it's very black. It's not super wet. You don't have to wait a very long time until it gets to that consistency where you just can throw it on and you love using it. It's wet the first couple times you pull it out and then it gets good. It's not chunky. It doesn't start flaking on me until like towards the very end of the bottle. I really love it. I'll always use it. It's not the most lengthening, but I'm not super concerned with that. I like black and I like voluminizing. So love this one always. It's always a favorite. One last thing that I did want to share was this Ilia True Skin concealer. It's one of the ones that come with the doe foot applicator, which is not my favorite. I feel like this soaks stuff up. When you put it on, I'm going to use my finger or a sponge, excuse me, or a brush to smooth it out anyway. And I always feel like stuff gets inevitably stuck in here that you can't get even how much you manipulate the applicator. This is in the color Chicory. I liked this. It was very creamy, so you definitely, in my opinion, have to set it, even though I have drier skin under my eyes. And then putting powder on top of drier skin doesn't always work for me. I would repurchase. This is not as nice as the RMS concealer that I mentioned before. They also don't go as light as the RMS color does. This is about 2 shades darker than the one that I mentioned. So this is absolutely a summer only concealer for me. I liked it though. Like I said, it wasn't my most favorite texture, but if you really like the creamy thing and it works for you, then that would definitely be one that you could jump into. Okay, if you guys have any questions about any of the products I mentioned and I didn't touch on a subject with them that you're wanting more clarification with, let me know. I might take the rest of this and do an Instagram empties instead of here on YouTube. Would you guys watch it on Instagram or do you just like the YouTube ones? Let me know. Anyway, I hope that you guys got an idea about some cool products. And if you have any more questions, just put them in the comments below and I will see you guys next video.